What's up, world? I'm doing another YouTube video, and this YouTube video is pretty much based on Nicki